Voters in the rural Alberta riding of Battle River Crowfoot head to the polls today. The by-election will decide the fate of Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre as he bids to regain a seat in the House of Commons. Poilievre lost his long-held riding outside of Ottawa in the federal election, and he's spent the summer taking stock and getting to know the most Conservative riding in the country. The CBC's Aaron Collins joins us from Drumheller, Alberta. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, Karina.
This is a first-of-its-kind election in a few ways. What do we know about how the day has gone so far?
It really is. Many firsts. It's fascinating, of course. Here in this part of the world, not very often, of course, you get the opportunity to elect your member of parliament who happens to be the leader of a major federal party. So that's on the books today. Obviously, as you mentioned, Pierre Poilievre trying to make his way back to Ottawa as the member of parliament for this riding. But on top of that, there's a couple other big firsts that are happening here that are just really intriguing to watch. We have this over 200 people on the ballot today. So this is part of that longest ballot committee. It's sort of a protest movement that's trying to stack potential candidates on the ballot as a protest to the first past the post system. And it's really forced Elections Canada to do a few unique things. First of all, they're going to be having blank ballots, which is you're going to have to write in the candidate's name. There's going to be a big laminated book. You're going to have to go through all these candidates and write in your name. It's a very unique thing that's happening here. And I can tell you, Karina, in this part of the world where conservative politics sort of rules the day, it's not a popular move.
People need to be accountable for trying to destroy the voting system that I've been a part of for well over 40 years.
People who are voting should know who they're voting for, so they should have an idea of that name when they go in there. So I think maybe it's causing people to be sure of who they're voting for.
I knew whom I was voting for, so it was very easy for me.
Some good news, Karina, spelling's not going to count, right? So if you get the name of your chosen candidate wrong, it's not going to spoil the ballot. That's good news. And another interesting and unique aspect of this by-election is the turnout. More than 14,000 people already voting in advance polls, and that's up from the spring election.
So we hear, of course, a lot about the stakes of this by-election, and people have talked about how high they are. Just how much is at stake for the Conservative leader?
Well, it's everything, right? Obviously, trying to get his job back and get back to Ottawa to start being the leader of the opposition again. I want to tell you a little bit about where he's chosen to run, because I think that says a little bit about the stakes as well. You mentioned that this is one of the most, if not the most conservative ridings in the country. I'll tell you a quick little anecdote. I covered a provincial election a while ago and went to a candidates forum nearby here. There were 4 people taking part. 3 of them were different flavors of conservative, and the 4th was a separatist. No one else showed up. So that's the kind of riding that Pierre Poilievre has chosen to run in, which, you know, some people have criticized because it's not sort of stretching, you know, his comfort zone by running maybe in, you know, Toronto or something like that. So there are folks that say that, you know, his predecessor got more than 80% of the vote here. If he doesn't, you know, come in and around there, that's going to say a lot. So political watchers really watching how he does. Have a listen to some of that.
Oh, there's very little doubt that he's going to win. It's really hard to imagine a scenario where he loses. That's really not on anybody's agenda right now. What we're really thinking about is how big his margin of victory is going to be. He can win, but if he doesn't win with a big majority, that will be problematic for him.
So problematic, and it won't be too long before he, you know, has to sort of face the music. If it doesn't turn out that way, there's going to be a leadership review in January in Calgary. And as far as just finding out, you know, how things pan out today, that won't be fast either. Elections Canada says because of all those people on the ballots, they're going to start counting ballots a couple hours early. That's another first. And it could take them a little bit longer to get the results out today. So Mr. Poilievre and the rest of the country could be waiting a little longer than usual to see how things turn out.
Thank you, Aaron. CBC's Aaron Collins in Drumheller, Alberta.